Hello everyone, and welcome to our first ever global launch event. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us, and we're very excited about what we have to show you today. At ServiceMATE, we've always been focused on building a service that empowers small business to thrive. We understand that there are the little things around getting work done that, when combined, make a big difference to your business. 12 months ago, we launched ServiceMATE 3.0, where we introduced the activity feed. And the activity feed has changed the way business communicates internally forever. Now, over 90% of our customers regularly use the activity feed to communicate within their business. We've heard some great stories about how people are using the feed, from toolbox meetings to safety reminders, and even staff motivational posts. Staff are now connecting with each other and with the business throughout the day. They are connecting about the business and for the business in ways that were not possible before, and this is having a huge and positive impact for the small business. We also introduced the ability to take mobile payments from within ServiceMATE. Mobile payments are a small addition, but very important. The ability to collect a payment on completion of work is so important because it improves cash flow and reduces the hassle of chasing payment. Both are vital to the survival of small business. In addition, we bought job filters, job search, and the ability to send invoices to your accounting package into the app. ServiceMATE 3.0 was the largest update we've ever done. But we didn't stop there. Our team challenged themselves to make it better, looking at every single screen and button in ServiceMATE and asking, how can we make ServiceMATE simpler, faster, easier to use, and more intuitive? After literally hundreds of designs and refinement after refinement, our team came up with something pretty amazing. So I'm very excited to introduce you to ServiceMATE 4.0. I'm so excited about 4.0. I think it's our best work yet, and I believe it will truly empower small business to thrive, to transform the way small business captures, manages, and completes work. I'd now like to invite Darren to show you some of the amazing things in ServiceMATE 4.0.
Thanks, Kim. I couldn't be more excited to tell you about ServiceMATE 4.0. It's the fastest version of ServiceMATE yet. Screens load faster and it stays faster throughout the day. It's simpler to use and easy to access. Everything you need every day. And it's the best looking design we've ever created. Information is more clearly displayed and easier to read. In 4.0, we've completely redesigned how you view a job. In version 3.0, key information about the job is spread across 5 tabs. All key information is now displayed in one single view, with everything you need. From the moment you open a job, you can see your client details and view the job description and checklist items. In 3.0, job lists, search, schedule, calendar, and the map were spread across multiple screens, swipes, and taps. In 4.0, we've seriously simplified this. You can now access all your jobs through this single tab. Job status icons are now much smaller with a cleaner appearance, which enabled us to use more space for the information you need to know. You can quickly change between staff and job lists just simply by hitting the filter icon. Search is now conveniently located at the top of the job list, no longer 2 taps away. And access between maps, list, and calendar is much easier. You can now jump between them in a single tap. We've also introduced a brand new map view. It's now much easier to find jobs close to you with the job list sorted by your current location. In ServiceMATE 3.0, we introduced invoicing to the app. In 4.0, we've made invoicing much simpler and easier to understand. You can now quickly send invoices to your accounting package, see which jobs have been invoiced, and even receive payments in a few taps. We also now support multitasking, which is a fantastic new feature of iOS 9 that allows us to run 2 apps side by side. So for example, you can keep ServiceMATE open while using Apple Maps. So you can navigate to the job while keeping the information about the job open. Or you can use your favorite sketching program in conjunction with ServiceMATE. Let's take a quick look of ServiceMATE 4.0 in action. So we'll start by looking at all the jobs we have scheduled for myself today. On our Jobs tab, you can see all scheduled jobs beautifully displayed, and it's so much easier to read. Finding a job in 4.0 is much quicker with search at the top of the Jobs view. Simply tap search and search for anything from a client's address to a job number. I now want to find the jobs that my staff have on. So I can tap the filter icon and then I can select a staff member. If I need to, I can see their availability by switching to calendar view, which wasn't available in 3.0. With our new map view, you can really quickly assess the jobs in your area. If you tap a job once, it will zoom into that job. You tap the same job again, and it opens the job up. And this is our brand new job view. In this single view, you have all the information you need to complete the job. You no longer need to switch between tabs. On iPad, you can see a map of your current location in relation to the job. And on iPhone, you can call the client in one tap by tapping the number at the top of the job card. If we scroll down, you can now also see your current bookings for the job and add new job bookings in a few taps. We've also introduced a new checklist item to make it easier for your staff to capture photos that you request. So now we want to navigate to the job, but we also want to keep the job information open. So we'll multitask and open maps as well. We now have ServiceMATE and maps open side by side. And if we hit Start Job and then Navigate, we'll be navigated to the job while keeping our job information open. Really handy if you need to know the client's name when you arrive. So we've arrived at the site and we're ready to add some items to charge for. When you tap Add Item/Service in ServiceMATE, it will suggest some items based on the customer, the time of day, and how often the item is used. You can access your full list by hitting Browse. You can save searches that you frequently use, and Smart Labor is now easily available when adding materials. Let's take a quick look at invoicing. The new invoicing area in ServiceMATE is so easy to use. You can review a job by simply tapping View Job. And if you're happy, you can approve it by simply tapping the invoice line and then tapping Approve Invoice. To receive a payment on an invoice, you simply tap the invoice line again, tap Receive Payment, and then tap Receive Payment. ServiceMATE 4.0 is simpler, faster, and ServiceMATE 4.0 is so much simpler and faster than 3.0. It's available in the App Store on October 9, and we can't wait to hear what you think. Thank you.
Thanks, Darren. Next, I'd like to talk about business-to-business communication. While innovation is thriving in the way a business is run, the way staff communicate, and the way work gets done in the field, business-to-business communication hasn't seen many improvements. Work orders are still either phoned, emailed, or even faxed between two businesses. And if you work with external contractors, if you want visibility, the only option is to add them as staff in your ServiceMATE account, which can cause other complications. When you call, email or fax work, it's a one-way transfer process. The sender gets no feedback on whether the work order has been accepted, started or finished. It also means the information needs to be entered manually at the other end, which can cause mistakes and wasted time. We believe there's a better way, a better solution that made work orders easy to send, as easy as sending an email or making a phone call, where information transferred seamlessly from one business to the other, so there was no double entry. A solution that provided real-time feedback between the two businesses. One that enabled control of job quality to ensure the external job was done right. And to work, it would have to be super easy to use so that you don't need to train external contractors. This was our vision for the future of business-to-business communication. Something that would enable small businesses to work together more efficiently while providing a better, more informed service for their customers. So, after a lot of hard work, I'm thrilled to introduce you to ServiceMATE Network. I'm so proud of the work we've done on Network. We believe it is the future of business-to-business communication. And I'd now like to invite Angus to give you a closer look at Network. Angus?
Thanks, Kim. ServiceMATE Network allows businesses using ServiceMATE to share jobs between their accounts seamlessly and securely. By enabling external contractors to operate with your business as easily as your own staff, it's going to revolutionize the way that businesses communicate and work together. When we started building Network, we knew it had to be super easy to use. One of the ways we did this is by modeling it on a system that everyone already uses, email. Sending a network request to another business is as easy as sending an email, but it's much more powerful, because the request will appear in your contractor's ServiceMATE account as a job. ServiceMATE Network allows you to set requirements on a job that must be completed. This allows you to ensure that the work being done outside your business is done to the same high standards that you set for your own staff. You'll receive real-time updates on how the job is progressing, when it's accepted, when the contractor completes each requirement, and when the job is being completed. ServiceMATE Network allows businesses that use ServiceMATE to work together more easily, and if that was all it did, it would be pretty useful. So you're probably thinking, what about all my contractors that don't use ServiceMATE yet? Well, I've got some good news. You can send a ServiceMATE Network request to any email address, even if they don't have a ServiceMATE account. If your contractor has an email address, they can receive and complete ServiceMATE Network requests. This is huge, because it means that you can use ServiceMATE to manage all your subcontractors, even if some of them don't use ServiceMATE. Businesses not using ServiceMate will get a web-based version of a ServiceMate job card with all the client details, the job description, the job requirements, and even a way to communicate with the sender. We use the same great concept from the app's job card, so it's simple to use and easy to learn. As a contractor, you'll love receiving work orders via the ServiceMate network, as you get all the information required to get the job done right the first time. Let's take a closer look into ServiceMate Network. We're looking at a job where a tenant has requested that we replace one of the locks at their rental property. Now, we're not a locksmith, so we need to send a work order to our contractor who is. Most of the details are filled in from the existing job card, but you can change any of them or add extra notes if you need to. To ensure the work is done to the standards you specify, you can add requirements that tell the contractor what needs to be done. This can include simple checklist items, photos, documents, and even forms. After you send the request, it appears in the job diary, and you track its progress as the contractor accepts the request, completes each requirement, and then marks the request as complete. On the contractor's side, we've opened the job after receiving it through the ServiceMate inbox, and you can see all the requirements that need to be completed. As you complete each requirement, you'll be prompted to confirm that the information is being shared with the business that sent the request. And once the job's been completed, we just need to tap that final requirement to let them know that the job's done. If you need to send a request to a business that isn't on the ServiceMate network, just enter their email address exactly as we showed before, and ServiceMate will email your contractor with a special link which allows the contractor to view the work order or quote request from any modern smartphone. From this link, the contractor can use many of ServiceMate's powerful features through their browser. They can view the job details, navigate to the job, attach photos and documents, mark the job requirements as completed, and they can even complete forms. ServiceMate Network brings business-to-business communication into the 21st century, and we think you're really going to love it. So how much does ServiceMate Network cost? Well, the network add-on is free, sending a network request is free, external contractors won't pay anything to use the web-based work order, and if you use ServiceMate, it only costs 1 job credit to receive a network request. ServiceMate Network will be available with ServiceMate 4.0 on October 9th. Thank you.
Thanks, Angus. We talked about the next huge release of ServiceMate 4.0, a beautiful new design and simpler than ever, all designed to simplify the way you manage and complete your work. We believe ServiceMate 4.0 will help you create a competitive advantage for your business, increase your productivity, and improve your cash flow. In addition, we've launched a new platform for business-to-business communication, which we believe will change the way that business communicates and works together. We're very excited about the new ServiceMate and can't wait to hear how ServiceMate is working in your business. Thank you very much.